is the Crown Plaza London Docklands Hotel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you if it's truly worth the visit. I will also show you the shops that are around the hotel, the reception area, and give you a hotel tour, including also giving you a room tour as I usually do in my other videos. I will talk you through one of their budget or cheapest rooms that are available, and I will also show you the views that you get from a budget room, including the facilities in the hotel itself, including their swimming pool, the gym, the sauna, and also give you a breakfast tour as well. Crown Plaza Docklands Hotel, as its name, is actually situated in the Docklands area, which is only about a 3-minute walk from the passport office and only about a 5-minute walk from Custom House train station. Canary Wharf train station is only one stop away, so you're not really that far away. There is a nice little Tesco right next to the hotel, so if you are looking to get some snacks, some water, some drinks, then there is a Tesco there, and the prices there are actually not too bad, and they also have reduced items quite often. The other good benefits of actually this hotel is that, as I said before, it's very close to the passport office. It is a quiet area, it is very spacious, as you can see here, very clean, and it is not busy like the other areas. There is a Lebanese restaurant right opposite the hotel if you like Lebanese food, and there are little cafes and often vans right outside the hotel as well. Said before, the famous cable cars that you see in London, the station is actually right opposite the hotel, so if that's something you want to do, you can definitely do that. Now, moving on to the entrance of the hotel, they have revolving doors, and then they also have the other doors for people with disabilities. As you walk in, you see that the area here is actually quite big, and just on the left here, they do serve breakfast once a week. Other times breakfast is served on the first floor, which I will show you in a little bit. The reception area or the check-in area was actually really nice and clean, and it wasn't very busy, even though despite this actually being a weekend. We were very impressed with how many staffs there were to actually man the reception area. They have a luggage room as well if you want to keep your luggage for free. There are 2 lifts. We do wish there were more lifts, because often in the morning during breakfast time we were waiting quite a long time for the lifts. That's just an honest review there, and we know that a couple of people were frustrated about that, but with it being a weekend, maybe that's why it was so busy. So reception area is here, as you can see, and the lifts are right on the end, and you do need your key card for the lifts to work. As I said before, there are 2 lifts. I really do think for a hotel of this size there do need to be more lifts, but that's just one feedback point. As you can see, on the ground floor there was the reception and the restaurant and the bar, and then on the first floor is where they normally serve the breakfast at least 6 days a week. I will show you the breakfast just in a bit, but for now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take you to my floor, which was the 5th floor. That's where I was staying, and I'm going to show you the room. Just before we get to the room though, to just let you know that because we booked one of the cheapest rooms, which was actually a budget room, we were right on the other end, so because there were only 2 lifts, my room ended up being quite far away, so it was a couple of minutes walk, as I said before, to get to my room. So I stayed in 5012, and this is what the room looks like. So just tapping in my key card, and as you open the door you see that the bathroom is on the left hand side, and then you've got the main kind of bedroom as you are looking straight ahead. So we're going to start off with the bathroom as I normally do. So you've got a lovely sink, you've got one sink, I had lots of towels, and there were lots of tissues as well, hand tissues and toilet tissues, and I had a bathtub, and there was some kind of I believe there was a toothbrush and some soap as well. You can also request for dental kits. There was shampoo, soaps that you generally tend to find, and it was very clean. I was very impressed with how clean the bathtub was. It's one of the cleanest I've actually seen. And then moving on to the wardrobes, you've got a ironing board, and you can see my bags there, so just ignore that. And I've got some hangers, for clothes, and there's lots of space here. So this is just one of the cupboards. Actually, there is another one right next to it as well. Again, you've got lots of space. You've also got a locker if you want to put a safe, if you want to put your belongings there, like passport, if you're traveling. And then moving on to really the main bedroom, you've got a big TV, a decent sized TV, and then underneath was a mini fridge. Now I tend to use the mini fridge to store some water, so they did provide sparkling and still water, and then you can see some of my own stuff there as well, that I bought during the day. And then there's tea, coffee, biscuits and chocolates, which was all complimentary by the hotel, which you tend to find actually in Crown Plazas. There was a kettle, as you can see, and there was air conditioning as well, although it did make a little bit of a noise. And then there's a working chair which I really liked, and then there was another comfy chair on the side as well. And view wise, now we didn't pay a lot of money. As I said, this is the cheapest room, so I wasn't actually expecting a view, but I was still very impressed with the view I've got here. So you can see the chair lifts kind of going in at night time. It looks even more stunning and beautiful. So one thing I have to say is I'm so impressed by this location, and I'm so impressed by the room, the size of the room, and for the price that we paid. Normally you don't get a lot in London, so I was really impressed. For the money we paid, we actually got quite a lot. Moving on to some of the other facilities in the hotel, I'm going to start off with the swimming pool, because I'm sure this is probably one of the reasons why you want to book this hotel. They have an amazing indoor swimming pool. So this is on the bottom floor, so you do actually have to go on the first floor to access the swimming pool, and that's really where you'll find all the facilities. The swimming pool was a decent size, however, it can get a little bit busy, especially if the hotel's busy. And then you've got a small jacuzzi on the side as well. So as I said before, it really just depends on how busy the hotel is. Despite it being the weekend, it was actually not too busy when I visited, but it was also not the holiday season. And on the same floor, in fact on the same very location, you will also find a kind of steam room and sauna. I will just show you the gym first of all, because as you walk out of the swimming pool, you can actually access the gym there. So this is a gym. They had a lot of facilities. There was a lot of equipment here. They also had a water machine, just really generally the things you would expect to find at a gym. They were there, and you could do a really decent workout in this gym. It was also very clean, and it seemed that they did really take care of the hygiene, and the equipment looked decent as well. So really no kind of flaws that I can say about it. And it wasn't too busy when I visited, but again, I have to repeat, I didn't go in the holiday season. This is a steam room. I was very impressed with the steam room. It was really big, and it's right next to the swimming pool, and I just really enjoyed the steam room. The changing rooms were also quite big, and you can get a token from the reception area when you come in, so you do have to sign in and sign out when you use these facilities. And I made sure no one was there when I was filming, of course for privacy reasons. But there are showers, there are also kind of dryers for towels or for wet swimsuits, and there is a sauna, but someone was in there, so that's why I didn't actually wanted to film that. Now moving on to actually the breakfast area. So on this particular day, breakfast was in its normal place, which is on the first floor, and as you walk in, you've got some coffee machines, so you can sit on the outside or you can sit in the main room. I decided to sit in the main room because that's where all the food is, and this is also where you get a bit of a view if you're lucky. But breakfast was super busy, so I just got started straight away. So for breakfast, there's lots of options. There's the hot section with beans, there were tomatoes, and the other things to include in the hot sections were mushrooms as well, which are generally tend to find in an English breakfast. There were also hash browns and vegetarian sausages, and there was scrambled egg, which is standard, and there was some ham, and I believe some non-vegetarian sausages on the end there as well. The food was warm. There was also a cold section with butters, margarine, with ham and cheese, and on the other side to that, the other cold section included fruit. It included yogurts and just fresh fruit, as well as some kind of cut out fruits as well. There were 2 toast sections, which was great because this section always seems to be busy. There was white toast, brown toast. Generally you'll tend to find this in hotels, and there were different types of juice. There was orange, apple, and there was a croissant and a sweet section where you could find muffins. There were cereals as well, lots of different types of tea options. There was different types of bread, which I really enjoyed having with some butter, and as I have said before, the spread was actually really good, and you can order some omelets and fried eggs as well, so you do have to order that, so bear in mind, and it doesn't cost anything extra. And I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, then please do remember to subscribe to our channel, as it really makes a huge difference to our small channel, and we hope to see you in the next video. Take care.